Okay, and we are live. Welcome everybody to the after show for the Pen and Stylus show. This is a sketch. Is it Sketch Ink Repeat or is it Sketch Draw Repeat?
Sketch Ink Repeat.
Sketch Ink Repeat. I love that title, even though I'm having obviously issues remembering. Well, I remember when we were going through the titles for the shows and the show segments, we came up with like a list of like 100 something.
Yeah. Well, I think we almost called the show this.
Yeah, we almost called the show Sketch Ink Repeat, I think.
Yeah.
When we decided to call it Pen and Stylus. Anyway, so welcome to Sketch Ink Repeat, where we will be drawing live in front of everybody. I am your host. No, actually, I'm kidding. I'm one of the co-hosts.
No, I am the host.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nathan Rackley, and joining me are Jenn Myers and Ben Girven. So say hello, Jenn.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, okay. Hello. Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. Have you been?
I've been good. And then we've got Ben. How's it going, Ben?
It's going pretty good.
Awesome. So we just had a very good tips and tricks show where I chatted a lot. I talked a lot about image processing in a very some people were commenting or sent me comments later on. I was like, wow, that was like a lot of information really fast. I'm like, it's okay. You can watch the show again. Yeah. Anyways, so
it's a nice thing is it actually exists after we're done. So
yeah, exactly. Oh, and we've got people watching. Shadoosh, says Zachary.
Shadoosh, yeah.
Welcome everybody. Type it in.
Welcome back.
Oh, I really have to sign in.
What on Google?
No, I mean I have to sign into YouTube, even though well, anyways, whatever.
Okay, but anyway, so. We are going to be trying something a little different tonight. Some of the viewers requested that we all do the same random character challenge. So Ben and I generated the new challenge for us to do during the break, like right before the break. So this is so I'm going to share the link for you as well as the challenge that we are going to be doing. It's a horror themed challenge. So I'm going to turn on screen share here. Start screen share. All right, so here we go. That above is the URL for the temporary. I'm currently building the new random character generator. Right now, it works very similar to the other one that we've shared in the past, but this one currently only is generating horror-themed characters. So in the future, if you go to it, it'll probably have more, but right now it'll just generate horror-themed ones. But the theme that we got is werewolf assassin who may or may not be angry, and the suggested gender is male. Now with this new character generator, it suggests a gender, but as a group, since we're doing some of these as a group, you don't have to stick to this suggested gender just for variety's sake. So if you want to do, so like for example, if one of you guys wants to do a female werewolf, that is perfectly all right. And yeah, so we're working on the new character generator, and hopefully it will be more and more awesome in the future and give even more suggested things. Like one of the things I'm actually working on behind the scenes is potentially suggested nationalities for characters as well, so that you can do things like wardrobe choices and stuff. Might be fun. I don't know. We'll see if it works out. It might be a total utter failure. But anyways, so this is the challenge for us tonight. For those of you who are participating from home, you are more than welcome to do this challenge or do your own. So once again, the website is, at least for me, this is on my server right now. So the website is nathanrackley.com/fun/randomcharacter.html. And later on, on the Pen and Stylus website, once we get that finished building that website, which is penandstylus.com. It's not up yet, but once it is up, it will have it'll be like random.penandstylus.com, and it'll have the full random character generator with a bunch of advanced features that we're going to be building into it, because this kind of stuff is a lot of fun. So anyways, you guys stoked and ready to get started?
Absolutely.
I know that I am. Jen, you had something to say?
No, I said sure.
Okay, I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I thought you were going to interject something.
No. I don't know where my mic is on this thing, so I have no idea what I sound like.
Are you on a laptop?
I am.
Okay, then it would probably be in the top middle next to your webcam.
Oh, at the top?
Yeah.
That's an odd place. Well, sure, whatever.
Yeah. So anyways, so I'm on my screen, but anyways, Ben, what program are you going to be using? Are you going to be using Sketchbook?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would always do my pencils in.
All right, and Jen, what are you going to be using?
Probably Manga Studio.
Okay. Which version? 4?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. And then I'm going to be using Manga Studio 5 for mine. So, anyways, Werewolf Assassin. I wonder what's going to happen. We'll switch the camera over to Ben and watch Ben for a little bit while I start doodling my Werewolf Assassin on mine.
Oh, we are go for.
Yeah, we are go to draw. You are go to draw.
All right.
We're gonna go to draw.
Okay, all right.
So one of the questions that you want to see is like, are you guys going to do a classic 1950s Wolfman type werewolf? Or are you going to do something a little bit more fantasy like the Van Helsing one from that Van Helsing movie starring Hugh Jackman?
I kind of have an image in my head. I don't know what it is exactly. I'm still trying to kind of flesh it out, but I don't know.
Well, I get the impression so what are your thoughts, Jen, on Werewolf Assassins?
On Werewolf Assassins?
Or whatever.
My gut reaction is to draw werewolf assassins like ninjas, and then to have them fighting cat samurai lords. But that's my gut instinct, and I'm thinking that's probably not right, you know?
No, I think that's pretty much spot on.
So Jen's already blocking her character out, which is cool.
Yeah, I've been terrible at this lately. I mean, you know.
So let's see here. I want to give my character a little bit more neck. One of the nice things I love about my working digitally, when I'm working digitally, is I can cut things and move them around. I don't have to redraw the whole darn thing from scratch. And I might actually resize my picture so I could do more of a full body sketch. We'll see. So anyways, other people are generating random characters.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Demon Bridegroom is pretty great.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, Ben and I were working up the more advanced list the other night or yesterday. We were like, what needs to go in here? And Ben was like, we need to put bride and groom in here. You know, like Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, cool.
Thing. And so I was like, okay, add it to the list. It fits. So the real question is, if it's a werewolf assassin, does that mean it's a werewolf that is an assassin, or is it someone that kills werewolves?
That's a good point.
No, because you could almost do it either way.
And I think you should do it either way.
I want to draw a werewolf, though. It's Halloween. Or, well, it'll be close to Halloween.
I don't know.
Oh, a silly, evil, noble skeleton? That's great. I mean, okay, female, though? I mean, like, okay, never mind. I don't want to make too many bone jokes, but it's there and you know it is.
Oh, Jen.
That's PG.
I know. No, so I'm trying to. I really haven't drawn a lot of wolves.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. I don't know if this pose is quite dynamic enough for mine. I'll switch over to mine so people can see it. So this is kind of the sketch I have so far. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to do something new. I think I might start over. Bloop. Good thing about layers,
Mm-hmm.
I can like hide this, make it invisible, start over with a new one, but keep it for reference. Oops, I need to make that gray. Let's see. Blocking out characters, isn't it a joy? So, anything new happen with you guys?
Well, not much.
Just more
Going to-
projects? Sorry?
I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting.
Anything we want to know about, or?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I messed up my foot doing the fun run,
Oh,
obstacle races.
Yikes.
ouch.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No.
So
Sorry,
the
that's like
fun-
all the news I have, and it's stupid news. Sorry about that.
So the fun run turned out to be a not so fun run.
It was less fun than it could have been, yeah.
That's
It could have been more fun.
Is that a werewolf I hear in the background?
Yes, that was a tiny little werewolf that, I'm so bad at drawing wolves.
It's okay if you look up reference pictures.
I know.
Let's see. Jen's like, I'm terrible at wolves, and hers looks way better than mine.
How can you tell? It's just squiggles.
Oh, Ben, I'm liking that. Ben's blocking it out. He's like, here we go. Yeah, mine's like scribble. And Ben's is like, I'm constructing the anatomy already.
It took me a long time to get here.
I do like the fact you're building up the musculature. I'm going to have to do that a little bit more. Werewolves are supposed to be kind of beefy, I think. Okay, so his legs might not make it into the final cut. I need to delete them. Well, undelete them, and then just cut them and paste them into their own layer. So that way I can hide them. I always try challenging myself in new and interesting ways with every one of these challenges. I'm like, I'm not going to do the same thing. So I'm trying to do like a more dynamic character pose than just like a regular portrait. Let's see if I'm able to pull it off or not. I tend to go through a lot of, at least on like some character art, I'll go through a lot of revisions before I come up with something I'm remotely happy with.
Yeah. Alright, actually save.
So I do like this one better though than the previous one. So how many of you guys have seen like the Hammer horror classic movies?
Oh yeah.
The what?
Like the Hammer horror movies. You seen any of those, Jen?
I guess not.
They're old horror B movies. Really, like half of them use the same like one location for like half of the films.
Just yeah, I mean they're just kind of like classic B movie fare.
Huh.
Yeah, they got some pretty funny like werewolf ones where the werewolf like really sucks. The makeup's terrible and the acting's terrible, but it's like it's a horror movie. There's this one film they did that was a vampire one that I mean my brothers and I still crack up. We have it on DVD. Where like this bat that's on a wire and it's so obvious you can see the wire. It like bumps into somebody and kills them.
Oh.
It is really funny.
Oh, okay, Ripley, fine. Fine. Yes, put you outside. Go. There. That dog is a tyrant.
Attention hog or just...
No, she's just pushy. She wants to go outside. She wants to do her thing.
I understand. She just wants to go out and run in the full moon. So how many of you actually got out to see the Bloom Fiesta? This
Yeah, no.
Usually I avoid that place like the plague, but this year we took the kids out, which was kind of fun.
Did they enjoy it?
Yeah, they had a good time. I have a bunch of friends in the 501st, so we got to hang out at the Darth Vader balloon, but I ended up having to actually leave to go to work right before they aired up, they launched it, so
That's too bad.
that was kind of a bummer, but yeah, it was still a lot of fun.
But hey, you got to be out there next to the Darth Vader. That Vader balloon is awesome. And for those of you who are not from Albuquerque, which is a lot of you, there is we have in October the International Balloon Fiesta, which is they have hot air balloons from all over the world come and they all fly in this one big event. And so there's like hundreds of hot air balloons in the sky. It's really fun. But it's a big cloud and the traffic's nasty and stuff, so.
Yeah, it has its... It is kind of cool because I mean, you get to see all the balloons all over the city for a couple days. But yeah, there's the traffic goes from bad to horrible, and there are some negatives to it. But it is it is kind of cool because you get a whole bunch of balloons for a couple days.
Yeah. Trying to figure out if my werewolf is looking like an assassin or if he's looking more like just a werewolf warrior. I'll have to do something to make him look assassin-y. I don't know. Let's switch over just so you can kind of see. I get the opinion I'm spending way too much time on the sketching phase. I should really be getting to my... It's like doing heroic
heroic werewolf pose. It's for the assassin recruitment poster.
That's
Come
right.
get bitten. Join our assassin league. They don't tell you about the fleas.
No, they generally leave that part out.
They told us we'd see the world. What they didn't say is that all we'd see was the under part of the world. The sewers. Let's get the pencils here a little bit. So what would make a character more assassin-y? That's the question.
Mask.
A mask?
Yep.
Should it be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type mask, or should it be...
Oh, if you need to. You need to go there.
more like Legend of Zorro mask? Tis the question, isn't it?
God, I don't even know how to use references. Ugh! Oh, oops. Oh, yeah, Hood. Hood would make it more assassiny.
Okay, I might have to give him a cloak then. Kind of a... If only you could do a costume like this for Halloween. Kind of epic. Epic Halloween costume of epicness.
Kind of running out of time for that.
All right. So I said, if only. You gotta realize, man, if you don't have a stormtrooper outfit in the background, in your back room that you can just throw on at a moment's notice, it's a little hard. I'm just kidding. My Jedi robes don't fit anymore because I made them back when I was in high school,
Yeah, I don't know if mine do either.
and I'm too tall now. I mean, my lightsaber still works, but my Jedi robes are way too short. Yes, I am a geek. But you could have known that anyways. It's like, yeah, we know,
There were
Nathan.
hints dropped all along.
Yeah, we figured. I figured it was something like that. We knew there was something wrong. In the future, they'll have like Nerds Anonymous. It'll be like, hi, I'm Nathan, and I'm a nerd. Hi, Nathan.
You kidding, man? The future is now.
Let's see.
We're doing a podcast, for God's sakes. This is our anonymous.
Hi, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
this is good.
So I don't think, you know, a hood is a good way to make them look like an assassin. I don't think I'm going to put the hood on his head because otherwise it'll just be like a snout poking out, at least for my guy. But I am going to have the hood on his cloak behind him. So, like, when he's not menacing at the sky or whatever he's doing, he's probably like, these full moons don't last as long as they used to, or something like that. He'll,
Oh, we may have chosen poorly. I just realized fur.
You can do that.
Not quickly.
When in doubt, black it out. Oh, wait, that doesn't work for it.
Right.
Did I make his foreleg long enough? No. Okay, gotta rework that.
Jen's already like inking.
No. These are actually.
Oh, you're actually looking at real pictures of wolves.
Yeah, I am, and it's not helping me.
Mine's like craptacular. Yours is like awesome.
Anybody else ever play Ninja Gaiden?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And not very much, sadly.
Yeah.
Good game, though.
I was so bad at it, and I wanted to be so good at it, and it just wasn't happening.
Good game. I mean, it's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a crazy day full of bureaucracy today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm running all around town, trying to get stuff taken care of. So I had this thing. I'm not going to say what it was, but I had this thing that required that I get fingerprinted for it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know, you run into that every once in a while. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I was trying to, like, I went into the fingerprint office last week, and they're like, oh, you need to, they're like, so, are you registered already? I'm like, registered? And they're like, yeah, you need to pre-register. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I decided, okay, well, I'll go later I'll go next week. You know, and I have to get this application form in relatively soon. So I was like, okay, well, I need to get this done. So I go in, so I get the form done. You have to pay ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get it all done way ahead of time. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I don't have a problem with that. I'll get it done. So I got all the form filled out. I paid for it and everything, and then I go down there, and I walk in, and the lady goes, okay, so what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm getting fingerprinted. And she goes, okay, so what are you getting fingerprinted for? And I tell her, and she goes, okay, that's fine. And so she takes me back to the machine, and she loads up the paperwork. Or she loads up the digital form that I'd filled out, like, last night. And she goes, okay, does everything look correct on here? And I go, yeah, it looks fine. And she goes, I noticed that you put your employer's address on here. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, why did you put your employer's address on here? And I'm like, because there was a slot for it on the form.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, well, is this fingerprinting for your employment? And I'm like, no. And she goes, well, then why'd you put your employer's address on here? I'm like, because there was a space for it on the form. You know, usually on these forms you fill them out.
Right.
So, anyways, she tells me this story about how if I put my employer's address on the form, then after I get fingerprinted, they're going to notify my employer, and my employer's going to get, you know, a copy of the fingerprinting results, which, you know, kind of funny, my employer already has my fingerprints on file, so I'm like, they wouldn't care because they do it themselves.
Right.
But she's like, yeah, so you don't want that to go to your employer. You need it to come to you, so you're going to have to step back out into the lobby, please. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, you're going to have to. She goes, I can't remove your employer info here, so you're going to have to call the main office. And you're going to have to ask the main office if they can remove the employer info from your application.
Huh.
Otherwise, you're going to have to file again, which means pay again.
Right.
I was like, what? So I step out into the hallway, and I'm just kind of like flabbergasted at this point. I'm like, what is going on with these people? And so I step out into the hallway, or I'm sorry, into the lobby, and I'm like, okay, I'm a little annoyed, but whatever. And so then I get to, I call the guy on the phone. She gives me the phone number. I call the main office, because apparently this company does all the fingerprinting for it. And if any of you in New Mexico need to get your fingerprints done, know this. So like the same company does it for like many, many different states. And so I call the guy in the office and I tell him what happened, and he goes, well, you put in the code at the beginning, right, that says where this is getting sent? And I was like, yeah, well, yeah. And he goes, okay, so we go off the code, right, to send it to the right place, and that it doesn't, like, send to the wrong place. And I was like, well, I figured as much. And he goes, yeah, I think that the lady that you talked to doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah, so then he's like, so what location is this? So I tell him the location. He's like, yeah, she's going to get a call from her supervisor. So then I went back in, and she's like, so did you get it sorted out? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, so she loads it up. She's like, well, your employer information's still there. I'm like, yeah, the guy said don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And she's like, you sure? Because I just told you that it wouldn't be fine. And I'm like, well, he said on the phone that it wouldn't be a problem, so I'm going to assume it's not a problem and just leave it at that. And she's like, well, if you say so. And I was like, I do say so. And so finally, after, spending an extra 20, 30 minutes, I finally got the printing done. The printing itself took like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Waste so much of my time. Bureaucracy. And then I had other crazy stuff happen today, like I'm filling out other forms for something else, something completely different. I'm dealing with the university, and I go in to turn in the package, my portion of the package, and some in my department supposed to turn in other stuff, because for those of you who don't know, I'm still in school. I'm a graduate student. And they're like, yeah, so where are the letters of recommendation? I'm like, well, I don't have them. They're supposed to be sent over separately. And the lady's like, yeah, no, you need to turn those in together. Oh, dear heavens. So now I have to turn in another packet for something else tomorrow. Not looking forward to that. Just more work for me.
Yeah.
Gotta love bureaucracy.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, I don't. I'm just being sarcastic. Alright. Gangsta Werewolf, someone says. Probably referring to yours, Ben. I'm still penciling. Jen's like half inked.
I got bored penciling.
Yeah, my assassin is not as dynamically posed as I would like him to be, but I'm starting to get to the point that I'm about to say, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm about to the let's ink stage here. Oh.
Yeah, I like that hood comment. Whoever need to go back to the YouTube thing and see who suggested that.
Zach suggested, I think.
Yeah, Zach. Good suggestion, man.
Zach.
Okay, so you are going to do the hood over the head. I'm doing the hood on the kind of on the shoulders.
Yeah. I'm giving him little ear holes though, you know.
A la Redwall or whatever.
Mostly because I drew this one ear and I felt pretty good about it, and I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
It's kind of interesting trying the same challenge for everybody. Seeing how you guys construct your stuff has given me thoughts and perspectives on how I should approach things, or how I might approach things.
Cool.
So. Oh, I just realized I've been on the wrong eraser this whole time. I need a soft eraser.
Oh, God. You know, Ben, you can actually say that out loud, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For those of you that are curious, we are 45 minutes in.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
And I'm still penciling. Gosh dang it.
Mm-hmm. Well, same here.
And I'm making sure my werewolf actually has a tail. Gosh dang it.
Ah, tail.
Wow.
You guys' werewolves are looking good. At least what I can see of them. I should probably switch the camera view to my page at some point. I restarted like 2 or 3 times on my guy. Yeah, so how many of you guys went to 24-hour comic day? I showed up late, and I was only there for a short while, so.
I just popped in for a few minutes.
So yeah, for those who, yeah, like a week and a half ago was 24-hour comic day. A lot of fun. I didn't stay for the whole thing because I'm a bum. But I had a blast for the parts I was there for. And I sat next to Zach, who was watching, or has been watching, and we chatted a lot, which was a lot of fun. We had a blast just talking about
Awesome.
art stuff. We both went to the same art school, so we spent a lot of time making fun of art school, which is always an enjoyable pastime.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna break from my norm. I think
Oh yeah?
I might do this in Manga Studio instead of Illustrator.
What, for the inking? Ooh,
Yeah.
that might be sexy. I want to see how this turns out.
I'm just hoping it doesn't slow me down. It's always my biggest concern.
Can Manga Studio slow you down? Actually, it can if you're not, or if you're out of practice in it.
I still struggle with it.
So some viewers may notice that I don't have face cam up when I'm doing stuff right now. That's because I realized last time I was doing the random character challenge that I actually dropped. When I started drawing on my little Cintiq, I was dropping out of the view of the camera. So you couldn't see me anyways.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. So yeah. So I'm just kind of chillaxing.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
Okay, I like that. Okay. The inverted barb on that. I think I'm going to do a pretty loose inking on this guy, just because I spent so much time penciling him. Go ledger.
Which seems somewhat counterintuitive, almost.
All right. I will scale him down a bit. At least I'm not doing a bust again. I'm actually doing more of a, not a full body, but majority of the body. Which I forgot to save. And now I am saved. Okay, inking time.
Have any of you ever seen a movie called Red Sun? It's supposed to be Charles Bronson and that really super crazy famous guy. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say there are a lot of super crazy famous people. Unfortunately,
Oh
I'm not.
yeah, here we go. With Toshiro Mifune and Charles Bronson, and I guess it's one of the only, if not the only, movie where Toshiro Mifune actually came to the U.S. and it's about this like train robbery where he's going to go deliver a sword to, I think, like Washington, and Charles Bronson's gang like robs the train, and then everybody turns on Charles Bronson. So then like his character has to like team up with Toshiro Mifune to go get the sword back and, you know, get revenge and all that awesome stuff too. But I've never seen it.
I don't even think I've heard of it.
It's supposed to be amazing. And of course, you know, something that you've never seen, of course, is going to be amazing, right?
Of course. Until you see it, and sometimes then it's...
No, it's going to be amazing.
I understand, yes, of course.
Yeah. Charles Bronson. Toshiro Mifune. Oh.
Hopefully my talents will come out in my inking instead of my craptacular pencils. Go Lobos.
Yeah. Crap, does that look too much like a lion?
Ears? Let's see here. I think it looks enough like a werewolf. I'll have to. It depends on how you do his hair, I think. If you make his the beard area too dark, it might look like a lion. But
Yeah.
wow, Jen, I'm liking yours.
Thank you.
Nice.
I remembered ninjas wear black, and I'm like, oh, right. I should probably do that. Meow, meow, meow.
Is that a cat or is that some sort of weird EVP?
Dude, that's a cat. It's a cat that's been doing that for the past year. All hours of the night.
Nice.
That's funny.
It's not funny. I mean, it kind of is, but it's
That's kind of funny.
yeah, we can't figure out what it is. I think it's just that she yells, you know?
Yeah.
She's just lonely.
Oh, that looks not right.
Oops. Yeah, don't undo the whole face. That would be bad. Oh, fur. Yeah, I forgot how much time fur adds to the...
Yeah, I can add a little bit.
drawing process here. It adds at least... I think it adds probably a minimum of like 5% extra time, 5-10% extra time.
Minimum, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You need that skin. All right, so we're 1 hour in, and we're saying we're doing what, an hour and a half?
I think so.
Right about.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
So my goal then is probably just to get this character inked. I highly doubt I will get him colored by end time. That's okay. I'll just color him after the show. i.e. this weekend. So anybody got some fun, interesting projects going on? Other than
Jen's
current...
got,
I mean, other than leveling our characters in Destiny, no.
I was gonna say in Borderlands, something or other. Was it the pre-sequel?
Oh God, I know, but I haven't even started it, guys. I'm doing this instead because I'm a good friend. That's
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Chad. I haven't even bought the pre-sequel. I don't have time to play it.
I know. I totally thought I was going to be playing it like, already, but I just haven't.
Yeah, we just used our friend token.
No, no, no. You guys are good. You guys are cool.
That's it. That's all you get.
It's like, when you're dying, you don't get anything.
No, no, no. I'll be there. I'll be resentful as hell. I mean, heck, I'll be resentful, but I'll be there.
You'd just be mad we took you away from your game.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. John he actually took Friday off, so we're gonna be, hopefully we'll be hanging out, getting some levels together.
The family that games together stays together.
It has worked as marriage counseling like you would not believe.
Oh, I would believe it. Those who aren't avid gamers probably won't understand. The sheer benefit of being able to frag each other in the virtual realm.
Well, and also learning how to communicate, like.
Hey, language like that, sir. This is a family show. Sorry.
Ben.
Like Rainbow Six, like we really learned how to communicate on that because, I mean, Ben, you've played with John. He likes to just run in guns blazing and.
How I play.
Yeah, I know. That's cool. That's cool.
Let me finish. I actually got a new mic too.
Oh, nice.
Because I knew mine kind of sucked.
I was wondering, because your voice sounds a lot clearer.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not for.
Or is it just?
Not for this,
you
it's
mean?
talking about for the Xbox.
Well, then it must be Google. Google must be
Maybe.
helping us out. How fun would it be to be the person they hired to do some of those Google Doodles?
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Be a lot of fun. Meet interesting people, draw interesting pictures, learn stuff.
I would imagine so.
Yep. And then all you guys had to go and get Destiny for the 360.
Yeah.
That's probably my fault for buying it for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much required friends.
Oh, well, video games are more fun with friends, I think.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, if I was better at them, maybe I wouldn't say that, but I sort of rely on my friends to keep me alive, so.
Switch over to Ben here. So people can see. I'm really liking your style there, Jen.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome.
So it looks like Wiley's going to be doing a charity live stream next Saturday. So does that mean not this Saturday, but next Saturday? Is that how that works? Is that how human language functions?
Yep.
Saturday, 18th. So the 25th, I'm guessing.
Yep. Wiley's been doing some live streams pretty regularly on Fridays. Some different games and stuff. He does a lot of game videos.
Oh, cool.
And so hopefully, I'm hoping that he'll get a good turnout for his charity live stream. He's hoping to
Now, how
make
does that
money for
work?
charity. I think it's like a pledge thing. People donate money to charity
And watch a video?
while
Or
watching him play. Like it's like the PBS thing. It's like, this is brought to you by viewers like you. We're having a donation drive.
cool. Okay.
I mean, if you want to shed some light on that, Wiley, while we're here, we can
Yeah,
talk about it a little bit.
please do.
Uh, Probably inking in way more detail than I need to be, but oh well. Once again, getting caught. I'm like, I'm gonna ink loose, and then I totally don't.
That's the way it goes.
You just make fun of me, Ben.
No, I'm saying the same thing. I was gonna go in all super quick and loose, and don't work.
We got a thing called pride, dang it.
Right.
Nah, it's more of a stubbornness and obsessive compulsivity. I think is what I'd call mine. I need to be OCD with my lines. So, for those who are wondering, because I know some people were wondering, not a whole lot, but a few, I did go to 24-hour comic day for a while. No, I did not actually do a real 24-hour comic. When I'm in school and stuff like that, is just way too grueling to fit in an all-nighter in the midst of my actual school all-nighters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm pulling enough all-nighters for school. I really don't want to do a voluntary one. At least not till I'm done with school. At which point it won't matter that much anymore. So yeah, I registered for my master's defense today.
Oh, yeah?
I got started with that, so I get to defend my master's degree here pretty soon.
Very
So,
cool. Is it open to the public?
What? I'm sorry?
Are you gonna go with a sword or shield, or are you gonna go with bow and crossbow kind of deal?
I'm
What's it gonna be?
thinking kind of the hand cannon
That works too.
variety. I thought mix it up a little bit. They have a lot of swords and shields. If I'm going to defend my mastery, I'm going to do it,
Don't be the guy that brings a knife to a gunfight. Gotcha. I like.
and I'm gonna end that whole education thing with a bang. You know what I mean? I'm a kid, of course.
Yes, definitely kidding.
Yes. Master's defense is where you have to stand up in front of a panel of professors and be like, "This is what I did. See, I'm as good enough to give a degree to," even though you've already paid for everything and done all the work. It's like a 30-minute presentation where they rip you to shreds and then hopefully
Nice.
decide to give you your $50,000 certificate or whatever it costs to go to school.
Yeah, I did a bachelor's honors thesis defense,
Oh yeah.
and that was super exciting. Actually went really well, but
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah.
Let's see if I can shortcut the fur here. No, there's no shortcuts in fur.
So it looks like Wiley says he would do giveaways, but he has nothing to give away. But it'll be his first charity live stream ever, and his goal is $100. That seems super reasonable. It's for Children's Miracle Network hospitals through a gaming program called Extra Life. So he'll be doing a variety of things, including playing games, making music, and yes, even drawing.
Cool. Yeah,
So
you should do music stuff, Wiley.
Yeah, how long does it run? Like, how long do you do the podcast thing for? Just until you get the $100, or until you're like, done?
Well, I've seen some of them go a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen some that like they'll do a charity live stream, but they'll do like marathon session ones, so they'll actually have multiple streamers, kind of like what we're doing, but they'll switch off. So they'll be like, okay, now I'm going to bed, and Ben's taking over for the next 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then they'll switch off like that. So how are we on time, Ben? Are we getting close to closing here?
We're about 20 minutes till an hour and a half.
Okay.
About an hour and 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, we found that these portions of like these streams tend to go really long, so we ended up like just kind of wrapping up at a arbitrary time point. I guess not totally arbitrary, just
Nathan, do you do any sort of I don't know, judo or anything?
me? No, I do not. Why do you ask?
'Cause you'd be badass.
I would be.
You're like a monster. You're like what, 6'4",
6'3".
6'3", whatever.
6'3",
I was only off by an inch, whatever.
That's okay. That's close enough. Yeah, I thought about it. I just haven't had time to take any classes and anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be amazing, dude.
I do some other personal defense stuff, but it's weapons training, so it's a little different.
That's cool. What kind of stuff?
I don't want to upset too many people on the stream. I do handgun stuff.
Oh, okay.
I do competitive type handgun.
Competitive handgun? That's a thing?
Yeah, it is.
That's...
I'm hoping to get into this thing called action pistol at some point.
Whoa.
Which is where like you have pop-up targets that you shoot at.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's another one that I want to do at some point because I got into revolvers. It's called Cowboy, which is actually like they have like this Wild West set that you have to run through.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Are they like okay? So I watch a lot of TV. Is it kind of like when they show like the police or FBI training and they have those pop-ups and they have to like make it through like an entire building without accidentally shooting the pop-up of the woman with the baby?
That's what the action pistol. The action pistol is similar to that. Yes.
Dude, that's cool. And Wiley is correct. You are already a badass. I was drawing this werewolf's lapels, and I just started thinking. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I see lapels like that, and I want to grab them.
Oh, I love his hand bindings. His
Oh,
leg
thank you.
bindings.
Yeah, he's got his little foot bindings too.
That is awesome. I'd like to think that mine has foot bindings, but of course you can't see his feet in this pose. So it is moot. I guess it might serve to switch the camera around a little bit. So now it's on you, Jen.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it's all on you now.
Sorry, everyone.
I really like the style you went with. It's kind of cartoony.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do like just real Dang it is cartoony. I don't know how to draw anything but cartoony.
Oh, that's not a problem. I think it's awesome looking.
Oh,
And I
cool.
like how you're doing the white on black. Mine's ending up being pretty sketchy, like the. I don't know
No,
how I
it
feel about it.
looks good.
I'll bring it
I don't
up
think it
so
looks
people can
sketchy
see.
at all.
I'm doing a lot of feathering for the furs. It's all for the furs. Oh, the colors.
This is sort of off, going back to that. I was at Ron's, which is right near my house, and they do a judo handgun class, which
Wow.
I don't own guns, but I was kind of thinking, man, that's awesome.
You know what
That
that
sounds
totally
pretty
reminds
crazy.
me of is Equilibrium.
What's that?
Have any of you guys seen Equilibrium?
Yeah, that's a great film.
No, I've never seen it.
I don't know if I'd go so far as calling it great.
Well, okay, I like the concept.
It's
I like the premise a lot.
was it Christian Bale?
Yeah, it was kind of like
Batman?
a Matrix ripoff.
Post Matrix, pre Batman.
Yeah,
It's an interesting flick,
Christian Bale, The Wonder Years.
but yeah, he did. They have this thing called was it Gun Fu?
See, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Every time I see Christian Bale, I keep expecting him to like burst out into song because he was like one of the main characters. And do you guys remember that movie, The Newsies?
Mm-mm.
It's a really old like Disney film, and Christian Bale was in it, and he like sings. And it's if you just want to see Christian Bale sing, then look up that movie, The Newsies.
Interesting.
So every time I see Christian Bale or Batman, I expect him to like break out into song.
Okay.
I don't know. Single-handedly giving Batman laryngitis.
Yeah.
Forever.
Back to what I always say, man.
One foot needs to be. Oh, that foot's so wrong. Goodbye, foot. Sorry to do this to you.
No,
Get rid of the foot.
If you check it out, look at it.
It's fine.
It's facing forward, and it
Jen.
needs to be profile because his knee is profile. Otherwise, his foot is broken.
Jen.
No. I can fix this.
I very rarely get to give her own advice back, so I'm going to use this opportunity.
Do it.
You can change stuff. Just don't go back and don't be crazy pants.
Hey.
Not crazy pants. That's not crazy pants.
Loincloth. Hopefully this will be fast. Just watch, it'll be like another hour. Gotta get those folds in the loincloth just right.
It's true.
There are people watching.
Alright.
No pressure.
No pressure, but like tons of pressure. Your future employer is watching this stream. Your future life depends on this stream. Just tell yourself that whenever you want to psych yourself out on a project.
I'm hosed.
Your entire future is based on your performance during this live stream. Wait, what? So we got an email from Google last week.
Yeah, what does Google have to say?
They're just like, sup? And that's why I was like, how's it going?
You're kind of on a first name basis with the Google?
With the Google.
Very friendly?
Apparently I got into one of their databases. Not, like, someone added me to one of their databases for something, so they...
Yeah.
Like, hey, so when are you done with school? And I was like, not for a while. And they're like, okay, just checking.
See, if that was me, I'd be like, none of your damn business, Google. Sorry, darn business.
Google's already got, like, my email, so
I know.
I figure if they really cared that much, they'd just find out. So they're like, yeah, I'm not done with school yet. And they're like, okay. And then I was like, wait, why were they asking?
Oh, you know why they were asking.
I do know why they were asking. I just was flattered that they would ask.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Google.
Google.
Hands.
Let's go back to Ben. I've tried to keep the camera off of me the entire time.
Don't do that.
I'll put it on me in a second when I've got like more to show, other than shots of the loincloth. unless we know that's what everybody wants to see.
That's right.
There's a group of loincloth aficionados.
So I just finished reading a book called Jam by...
The loincloth years?
No, it's by...
Sorry.
No. There is a connection. By a Australian comedian. Well, he does game reviews. His name's Yahtzee.
Oh yeah.
So his book, I just finished his book Jam, and like, if you ever read his book Mogworld, which is absolutely hilarious, and I
that's
highly recommend
great.
it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, the software company
Yeah.
in Mogworld is called Loincloth Entertainment,
Mhm.
which just cracks me up for no good reason. But so the character Dan from he's one of the main characters in Mogworld. He actually is in Jam.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and Jam is about how the Jam apocalypse happens in Brisbane. Everyone thought that something spectacular would happen for the apocalypse. Nobody expected the world would end in jam, covered in thick strawberry jam. That's like the premise of the book.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to expect when I started reading it, but I was, just like Mogworld, I was happily surprised that the book was as entertaining as it was.
Mm-hmm.
But Mogworld is a really good book. I actually really like that.
Yeah, Mogworld's really good.
So, Jim, if you ever watch this, know that I like your book.
If you what?
So, Jim, if you ever watch this, know that we like your books. I wish he'd write more books. I want him to write more books. Because I really liked Mogworld a lot. I want a Mogworld 2.
Yeah, I really like Mogworld. I was really surprised because I don't typically like stuff that combines real world and video games. Like, I'm not into that. But
Yeah.
he did a really good job with it.
The take on it was highly entertaining, and for me, as a guy that, works with the computer stuff
Mm-hmm.
and all that, it just his perspective on it just cracked me up. And seeing like a character, like the perspective of a video game world from an NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does it look like when player characters are running around? They're like, oh, there goes one of those weirdos again. He always does the same motions. And whenever he always yells the same thing. Why doesn't he ever mix it up? That kind of stuff. It's like, yes, classic. Video games are fun.
They are.
Are they too fun though? That's the real question.
They're just fun enough.
I'm totally playing Destiny when we're done here.
Right?
Yep. Sorry, Nathan, but it's happening.
I think that I'm going to have to hook up my 360 again, and I'm going to have to buy Destiny for the 360 so I can play with you guys.
Well, I think, like
Doesn't
I said,
it work already?
What?
Doesn't it work? Like, I thought there was something where if you bought it for 360, it definitely upgrades.
Yeah, but I bought it for one. I bought it for the one originally.
yeah, you have to buy a digital copy for the 360, and then you get a
Okay.
copy for the Xbox One.
Same deal works for the PlayStation, for all those PlayStation aficionados.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad actually has a 360 and an Xbox One, and so we got it for 360, and he got it for the Xbox One too, because he has both. So him and I can play on the 360, and then he's got a friend he can play with on the Xbox One. And it's nice because everything you do on the 360 translates to the Xbox One. Like if you get gear here, you have it over there, and vice versa. So that's kind of handy.
So let me guess, you're level 28?
28.
Nice. I'm like a level 2. I bought the game and then life.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's actually kind of what happened. Is I bought the game while I was actually out with my surgery, so I was, basically stuck, just with nothing to do, and I'm like, oh, I'll play this for a while, and got kind of hooked on it, and to the extent that I haven't done much of anything else. So
That's not good.
well,
How are you feeling, by the way?
Rating, man.
a lot better.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, just kind of get used to just like not anything major. I feel pretty good, but just small little changes, dietary changes or digestional changes, I guess. So, but
That's
yeah,
what happens when you get your gallbladder removed.
yeah, that's what I'm finding out. But it's all good. I feel pretty good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I actually wasn't feeling all that great. The day of 24-hour comic book day, which is kind of a bummer because I was really excited about it, but that day it was kind of a rough day, which is weird because the day, probably the whole thing has actually been really, really easy, and the day before I was feeling fine, just whatever I did that day kind of overdid it, I guess, or something. I don't know, but yeah, I feel a ton better.
Let's see here.
And we're down to about 6 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that.
Ah,
I know.
well, I'm just about done with my line art, I think.
Or are you planning to color yours?
I don't know. Kind of the style I went with could go either way. I didn't kind of a heavy.
Okay, if we've got 6 minutes left, I probably better switch over mine so people can see it.
I kind of went with a heavy line art focus. So.
Oh yeah, looks good.
I think it could work either way. I might do some toning on it later on. I don't know if I'll do a full color. I got a bunch of, well, until the weekend at least.
Now we're into down to the wire inking.
And all right. Inking and mumbling. That's what we should call the show. Inking and mumbling. So people be like, so what do you do then? So I hear you stream. What do you do? Oh, we ink and mumble.
Pretty much.
That's what I do. Almost there. Wedge pull up. Almost there.
Stay on target.
How about that show? So what we need to see is if Ben is a Star Wars purist or not.
Yes.
When Episode 7 comes out.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
I am hoping for the best.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I generally pretty much enjoyed the Star Trek stuff, and I'm by no means as hardcore about Star Trek as I am about Star Wars. So I mean, I have hope, and a lot of stuff I've seen, read pictures of, whatever. There's hope there.
Mm-hmm.
A new hope, if you will.
I see what you did there.
But we'll see. I mean, the frustrating thing is like the Clone Wars cartoons were actually really good. Yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of those. So
I heard those were good. I haven't watched them.
Yeah, they're actually really good. I didn't expect much, and oddly enough, got kind of sucked in, and the kids and I all kind of watched it, and they enjoyed the heck out of it. So I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I mean, that's a good introduction to Star Wars for the kids, and it's something that honestly is kind of theirs. It's not. I mean, of course, I've had Star Wars for so long that it's kind of hard because it's not new anymore. It's so ingrained. It's almost, it's like I can't even really share it with the kids because my Star Wars is very different than their Star Wars. I mean, they grew up with Jar Jar Binks and all that, and I still get the Jar Jar Binks is cool. I'm like, no, he's not. But
Dude, have you read Darts and Droids yet?
what's it called?
Darts and Droids?
No.
It will make Jar Jar Binks cool. The premise is that it's a webcomic made with like screen caps.
Uh-huh.
And,
Oh, that's a funny one.
yeah, and so it takes place at the very first Star Wars 1.
Yeah.
Episode 1 or whatever, and it's all the premise is that it's a world that never had Star Wars, and these guys are sitting down playing a role-playing game.
Interesting.
Yeah, and when the one guy he has to babysit his 9-year-old sister.
Uh-huh.
So she tags along, and they just make her a throwaway character named Jar Jar. It becomes awesome. Jar Jar is brilliant.
They also did that Lord of the Rings parody comic as well.
They did, but man, Darts and
Droids, yes, is a lot of fun.
Okay, I will have to check that out.
Add to your webcomic list now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Press 9 to continue. How are we on time? Are we about out of time here?
We're at 26 seconds.
Just adding a couple highlights here and there.
Okay, so I did this differently, and I'm gonna have to find out. So I did a raster layer. Can I fill a raster layer?
Yes, you can fill a raster layer.
Maybe. Let's see. Where the hell's the fill tool? Oh, there it is. Oh. Ooh, I got beeping sounds.
That means it's time to start wrapping up. Or it's time to wrap up.
Okay, enough with the beeping sounds. Stop it.
Is that the timer thing you're using?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will. I will sign it. Sort of in a second. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up a few lines here, and I'll be done.
Take a minute to actually look at your guys' I haven't had much to look up.
Oh. It is October, correct?
Yeah. 14.
10, 14. All right. Well, that's my. So let's see here. Let's take a look at Jenn's. Oh my goodness, Jenn, I like it. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't get the samurai cat in here either.
Oh man, that's
I'll get
awesome.
later though.
I really do like how it came together, though. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's take a look at Ben's.
Yeah, let's look at Ben's.
He's looking pretty awesome, pretty snazzy there. Nice, silhouetted against the background.
should probably add a background to mine. Like, total afterthought, like, I should add a background.
Well, this isn't really much of a background.
I need to just do a raster layer.
Boom, there. Oh. Well, at least I did something within the time frame. That's what I was most worried about. Last couple I haven't been even. I don't think I've even been anywhere close to finishing.
Yeah, this time it's my turn.
I don't know. You still got. You know, the thing is, though, you actually got. If you look at the just sheer amount of lines, there's a lot of lines there.
Oh, well, a lot of them are scribbles, you know?
Well, yeah, but still.
Still Jen. We have decided that you are awesome, Jen.
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of a general consensus.
Cool, well, I will finish mine at some point. Someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Sweet.
All right, go play Borderlands.
I know, right? I'm like, don't just ditch the guys. Wait till they say their goodbyes.
It's okay. You can go.
No. I can do this. Another few minutes. It's all right.
You sure, Jen?
I'm still here. Just
Just a sec. I'm just trying to do this general selection thing so I can do a general character contrasty background thingy. Without
So
totally
I guess Zachary saying, "Where do I send it?" I'm assuming that means he's.
Oh, if you did one, Zachary, send it to the DeviantArt group. Submit it to the penandstylist.deviantart.com.
Yeah. If you have any problems finding it, just let one of us know.
And then we will. So post it to your DeviantArt gallery. Submit it to penandstylist.deviantart.com, and we will add it to the gallery. So that way we can see what awesomeness you guys have come up with, which I'm sure is pretty awesome, because our group members, our fans are all real awesome folks. Whoa, what happened here? So anyway,
It is a bummer. It doesn't let us post links in
what in the
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why not. I guess I do know why not. It's because Google doesn't want people like taking unfair advantage of the system. I'm just wrapping up the background here, and then I'll be done.
Yeah. Well, Zach, if you can get it to the group, that would be the best thing. If not, I don't even know how. If you put it up on Twitter with the hashtag Pen and Stylus, we'll find it and put it up there for you.
Yeah, but if you just post it on DeviantArt,
yeah,
and then like send us a link, then I can make sure it gets added, because
yeah, definitely.
There's it's pretty easy to add stuff once it's up on like the DeviantArt.
Cool.
Because like we can go in as a group and we can add submissions made and add like people can suggest stuff, or at least later on we can open it up so that people can suggest submissions, and that's kind of the way you find the open submissions, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, at least until they come up with. Yeah. Let's see here. I swear this background will make sense once I'm finished. What's up, Jim?
I just went to our DeviantArt art account and I just saw Ben's Hobbit feet.
Oh. Oh, the Hobbit feet, yes.
Yeah.
Those are some glorious Hobbit feet, Ben.
Well, that's not what I'm laughing at, but sure, yeah.
But yes, they're funny.
Good for you, Ben.
Yeah.
You changed that group rating.
Probably should have blurred it out or pixelated it or something. Oh, I gotta go, guys.
All right,
Awesome.
well, let's go ahead and then do a wrap up here. So that's Ben's. So thank you everybody for coming. There's Ben's piece. We're gonna switch over to Jenn. So this is Jenn's piece, and this is my piece that we did for the show. So anyways, thanks to everybody for coming out and watching for this episode of the Sketch Ink Repeat. And hope that you guys all enjoyed it, and we will be back soon. And next time, hopefully, we'll have special guests. So,
yeah. Looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Take care and have a good night.
Cool. Night, everyone.